Previously on Survivor.
So first of all, I love that challenge. I had a lot of fun with it. I don't think I won though.
It's gonna be a very interesting vote tonight because we don't know who's safe until we get there, so we need two plans. I'm trying to get plan A to be Zach, and hopefully plan A or B is not me.
Johnny wins immunity this week with 12 points. Johnny, congratulations. Well deserved.
Very last update, I'm worried I just screwed myself over. Ben was texting me basically saying nothing bad. He said he was worried about Phil and Valentina. I was like, oh, what if, like, potentially it's possible to do a blindside right now? And basically he was like, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Who would you want to vote out? And then at that point I was like, oh, that's not a good response. I'm going to use my extra vote just because I can. Just because why not? I'm going to feel dumb if I get voted out.
12th person voted out of Survivor Syracuse Season 6, and the 5th member of our jury, Graham.
This is a really quick update video. You're probably wondering what these little guys here are. 2 days ago I sprained my ankle, so I do not think I can compete any sort of physical competition or any competition in general that really makes me move my ankle or move my leg. So I'm just doing whatever I can to rehab, get myself back. I want to be back at lots of things on campus I want to be ready for, but yeah, I don't think anyone's playing the game this week. I think everyone, because the game's wide open right now. I haven't heard anything. I just said to Ben, it said a thank you text to him, but for, not kicking me out of the game. I think everyone's waiting to see who wins immunity. And anyways, I was gonna throw this comp because I don't think I'm going this week. I never be complacent. However, there are bigger threats according to everyone else than me, and they're all targeting each other. Everyone gets to target each other. I'm going to stay in the middle, just keep on going down from 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 2, and I'll be Sole Syrvivor. I think this one, I'm going to take the reins and make a risk and, suggest to some numbers that I have, what I'm doing, and I'm confident that Ben and Katza are those numbers. I think if I can make these moves and take more action over them, I can make this part of my resume not on Ben's, and that could benefit me. He's playing a good game, credit to him, but you want to be able to win the game, not just play for a second.
All right, Survivors, happy Halloween weekend. Yes, I have a mustache. Yes, it looks sexy. Oh. Control yourselves. So, congratulations once again, making it to the final 6. No small feat, but that being said, you guys ready to hear what your next immunity challenge is?
Yes.
All right, Johnny, first of all, I'm going to need that back. Thank you. Once again, individual immunity is up for grabs. Today, we will be doing a pumpkin toss for our challenge. So here's what's going to happen. We have randomly paired each of you with one other contestant on this team. It's going to be a classic. You have a pumpkin. Here. You have a pumpkin. Your partner will be, say where Sabrina is. We're breaking the fourth wall right now. Toss the pumpkin. They catch it. Toss it back. You catch it. Then you take a step back. Keep going until there's only one team left. After that, the 2 remaining players will do some sort of color memorization puzzle in the end for immunity. Immunity at this stage in the game is extremely important. So hope to see your best efforts out there today. Anyone have any questions? All right, let's get set up. We're good? We're good.
Yeah, do I get any,
It was random.
While you're still on the crutches is a bit beyond me.
We'll be fine. Just watch it.
All right, hey, you do you. All right.
If you can't move anyway.
Are we filming? Are we filming? All right.
I'll put 'em
so
down if I need to.
the teams are Kata and Zach, Johnny and Ben, Phelan and Valentina. I will count to 3 each time. Once I say 3, you toss. And then, as I said before, it's you toss there, they toss back, then you take your step back. Any final questions?
And everyone takes a step back.
Everyone takes a step back. All right, let's get started. First toss in 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Zach, even with the crutches, makes the catch. All right, now next toss in 3, 2, 1. All right, everyone's through the first round. Everyone take a step back. 1. Next toss in 3, 2, 1. All right, round 1.
Sorry, you get really hard.
1. All right,
Yeah.
3 done. Zach losing the crutches now. Everyone take another step back.
Zach, if you need help moving back, I can help you with that.
Zach participating in a sprained ankle. All right, round 4. Let's do it. Next toss in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, that's so hard.
I know, it gets so nervous.
All right, next toss. 3,
sorry.
You
2,
did like this, right? Yeah.
1.
Good catch.
Everyone catching. 1. Zach looks like he's about to fall over.
Ooh, that was scary.
Everyone still catches. All right, next toss. 3, 2, 1. Round 5. 1. Everyone catches. Next toss. 3, 2, 1. Kata makes the catch, but at what cost? All right. All right. Next toss in 3, 2, 1.
That shit hurts.
Right, they're starting to hurt when it hits your head.
All right. Next toss in 3, 2, 1. Kata dropped. Zach and Kata are the first one
Yeah,
down.
don't like. Someone should put a sound effect.
All right, it's down 2. Ben and Johnny. Mike, are they good?
Yeah. I'll catch it at all costs.
Yeah.
Just throwing it.
All right, next toss in 3, 2, 1.
I'm getting the wind knocked out of me.
Next toss in 3, 2, 1. Both teams make the catch. 1. Make sure you get
so
up
awful.
under that one. All right, next toss in 3,
My throws are cheap,
2,
so sorry.
1.
Ah!
Valentina going with one hand underhand. Both Johnny and Sally make the catch. Take it. 1. Excuse me. Valentina running in to make the catch. 1.
I'm so sorry.
Both sides catch it. Take another step back. After this round, back and forth, you have to stay in place.
Like, so
For your throw.
after.
After, you can still move on this one. All right, next toss in 3, 2, 1.
No!
Valentina and Phelan drop. Johnny and Ben win the first stage of this challenge. All right,
That was 4.
show me the first one. Show me the second one. Show me the third one. Show me the fourth. All right, pass on round 1. We're not doing. All right, show me the first one. Show me the second one. Show me the third one. Show me the fourth one. Show me the fifth one. Alright, we'll pass round 2. Alright, show me the first one. Show me the second one. Show me the third one. Show me the fourth one. Show me the fifth one. Alright, so we do have a discrepancy here. One shows yellow, one shows orange. Correct answer was yellow, which means Ben wins immunity this week. Congratulations.
Oh, that's tired.
There you go.
Thanks, Master.
I don't know how to feel about that. But Ben, you're safe this week. which means you have a now 1 in 5 chance becoming season 6's Sole Survivor. Everyone else, vote off some point in the coming days. I have nothing else for you. I'll see you all then.
Hey guys, I'm really happy Ben has immunity because I think that he deserves it. Like, I'm just happy for him. I'm just happy to see him have immunity, whatever. I've kind of just been working on talking to Phelan mostly and like figuring out what I want to do with her because I think I owe it to her because of the miscommunication from last vote off. So this time, definitely want to be on the same page she is, and I really think I want to ride it out with her as much as possible.
I think everyone realizes that we have a physical challenge coming up, and Johnny has been such a big threat in not only physical challenges, but strategic ones as well. I think it would be dumb on like Ben's part, Kata's part, to keep Johnny in over me. I know going to a final 2 with Johnny would be stupid because he has half of Esikaris on the jury. He has Graham, he has Skylar, he has Preston. Those would all be his votes. He has the underdog story. And I think losing that color challenge was what killed him in the end.
Johnny's going, like, and I feel no types of way towards it because he just tried to build, I guess, like a relationship or like try to talk to me at least and Phelan and try to like save his ass, which like I get you have to do, but like, you should have done that a long time ago. Like, you've been in the minority for a long time. What did you think was gonna happen? You thought you were just gonna keep winning and be okay, or like what?
So I have the Noir idol still, so I can play it up to the final 5. I don't think I need to play it tonight as of now. I think our plan is to vote Johnny, and what I'm trying to do is moving forward, I'm gonna play my idol at the final 5 vote. But what I'm hoping to do is, in case Valentina is trying to maybe scheme with Ben and Kata and she thinks that she has a better chance riding it out to the end with them versus me, I'm gonna tell her I have the idol before the final 5 vote off, so she has absolutely no incentive to work with them against me. She might tell them that I have the idol, but it doesn't affect anything with my gameplay. I'm still gonna play it and I'm still gonna be safe. If I won immunity tonight, I could give my idol to Valentina, which I think would solidify a lot of trust. I don't mind going to a final 2 with Valentina. I think I have a lot more to say. I think I have a better resume at this point than she does, but obviously that's all gonna come down to how we articulate our gameplay.
I feel like after this, either Phelan, Ben, or Kata have to go. Just cause there's too many of us. Like, we're all like interconnected somehow. And I feel like if it's just the 4 of us in the end, like, it's just not gonna be pretty at all. So I feel like we need to start weaving out and like make the game interesting.
So this vote's gonna be a very interesting vote because I know that Johnny wants me out to weaken Ben because Ben has immunity. Phelan and Valentina have been keeping me updated on all of Johnny's plans, like sending me screenshots and stuff. So they're basically telling Johnny that they're going to go along with a plan of voting me out because we don't know if Johnny has immunity idol at this point. Like, we genuinely have no idea if he has an immunity idol or if Zach has an immunity idol and is going to give him his idol. We're all voting Johnny because no one is dumb. You know what I mean? We know that if Johnny gets to the end, like, he is going to win. That's, like, objectively true. He hasn't played that good of a game, you know? Like, technically, he was on the wrong side of every vote. He misplayed an idol. The only reason why he's been surviving week by week isn't because he's a, amazing player. It's more because, like, there's a more pressing issue at the time. Although I will give it to him that the 1 or 2 times that he was definitely going to go home, he won an individual immunity. So he's a good player in challenges. Zach is kind of like flip-flopped so much that we really don't know whose side he's on most of the time. We think it's ours, but you know, like, I guess you can never be too sure. So we're telling Zach to vote for me.
I'll cut right to the chase. Ben, Kata, and Valentina. According to Ben, Valentina is 100% down to vote Johnny out. I'm also 100% down. I think he's his biggest physical threat. I'm not that confident on Valentina. But she's been voting with Ben and Kata for a while. But she told me she wanted to rekindle her relationship with Phelan. And speaking of Phelan, she wants to flip on to vote out Kata. That is not good for my game. What is ideal for me in this game is I'm in the final 5 with Phelan Valentina on one end and Ben Kata on the other. They could just take each other out, and I will be sitting pretty for at least that next vote. That will save me another week. I mean, the pros to keeping Johnny are that he's a way bigger physical competitor than me, but he could just ride that to the end. And tonight's challenge, we've already been notified it's active, and I have a boot now on my leg. So if it's an action that forces me to run, I don't think I'm in contention for anything. In an ideal scenario, me, Ben Kata, and Valentina just vote out Johnny. End of story. But if he has an idol, 2-2-2 it, meaning 2 votes are placed on Johnny, 2 votes are placed on somebody, and 2 votes are placed on somebody else. So if the idol's fleshed out, slam all votes on him. The only idols that are in the game are the 24-hour one and the original Noir idol. I don't think anyone found the 24-hour one. The original Noir idol, Johnny does not have access to, but Phelan does. I had a good feeling after Tribal, they were both on the losing end of the vote after last Tribal. They are working together now. So if Phelan has the idol, finds out Johnny's going, wills it, and then takes out Kata, You know, at this point, as long as it's not me, but at the same time, I want to have the control. I want to know what's going on, be on the right side of the vote, because these are things that I want to be able to say at the end of this game. Hey, I knew what was going on. Besides the Jake vote, so I want to keep it that way, use that as an argument that, hey, I've been on the outskirts, and I've been able to play both sides by working with select people from each side. The biggest question mark is if Johnny does not have that idol, and Phelan does not have an idol, it's a free shot. The plan for every week is cross our fingers really hard that it's not me, and then just backstab as many people as possible, because that's the point of the game. I have to say, I backstabbed Preston, Andrew, Johnny, Graham, Skylar. It was an amazing feeling. It felt really good to backstab all of them.
There's 2 things that could happen. Option 1 is Johnny doesn't play an idol. We all vote for him, he goes home. Here's the issue. He could have an idol, and what our concern was that either he or Zach has an idol, and they're trying to figure out who we're voting for, and they're gonna play the idol for one of them. The issue is that we decided that we had to start telling Zach and Johnny that we're willing to vote Kata, but then that got back around to Ben, and I'm trying to reassure him, like, don't worry, I'm not voting Kata, like, this is part of the strategy. That would be dumb to get rid of Kata right now. I want to go to the end with her because I think she has no resume. We need to make sure that they're in a position where they don't feel the need to play an idol. I think they realistically are. I would if I were Johnny, if he has one. Option 2, Johnny plays an idol. Kata goes home, theoretically. They're voting Kata. Could be voting me, could be voting Valentina. Don't know, but basically Johnny decides who goes home. So as of right now, Johnny should be going home, but clearly we've seen in the past, Phelan doesn't always know what's going on before Tribal Council, so we'll see.
Hi guys.
Hey there, we're 30 minutes out of Tribal.
And we are already annoyed.
Oh yeah. So like Zach, Mr. Pascal, cannot give us a straight answer. And not just me and Val, it's like Ben, Kata, like he can't seem to make up his mind, and he just does what he wants, and he gets everything he can out of everyone. He doesn't have any real alliance. Like, you never know where Mans is playing, and you never know who he's playing. So.
Facts. He's just like difficult and like different.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it. Like, we're not even intimidated by him.
It's just
we're
annoying.
just annoyed.
Yeah.
We're just annoyed.
We're not like, man, we need to take him out. We're like, just chill out for a second.
Yeah.
Like,
Preston 2.0.
Survivors, welcome back. It's been a minute. We haven't had a vote off in like, we last met Halloween weekend for a challenge. Before that, I think it's been like, 2.5 weeks for the final 6. Oh, that's crazy. Let's get right into it. Valentina, if you could remember, last week, we had a tie vote that went to a revote. What do you make it such a tight vote?
Oh, damn. Oh, okay.
Take a minute, remember.
Yeah. Who was it?
It was you and who? Who got voted out? Graham. Oh, R.I.P. What do I make of that? Honestly, I make of just miscommunication. I think that there were things, it was very much like he said, she said type of thing, and at that point you just go with what you believe, and like it was just so quick, no one really saw it coming, so it was like, okay, what do I do? Everyone was giving looks, and you just kind of went with whatever, who said what type of thing, so I think that everyone was just a mess, but sorry, Graham.
Did the results of that vote, like where the numbers ended up going, did that affect how you went into going about this week?
No. No, I was just very much like, okay, like it's just happening type of thing.
All right, Johnny, safe to say, this is the final stretch. How does it feel knowing that you've made it this far, but there's still a ways to go till the end?
Yeah, it's like crazy, because if you told me like before the season I'd make it to Final Six, I would think that's awesome, but knowing that, you know, your finish line is still ways away, it's you have to keep focus and just keep on surviving, man.
Zach, we saw an advantage played in each of the last two vote-offs. Is there a concern that there could be another one making an appearance tonight?
Are there 3 in the game? Wait, I don't know how many are in the game. Wait, I don't see why not. I don't know how many are in the game right now. I thought there were 2. I didn't know there was a third one, but maybe, why not?
Why not?
All right. Ben, it's the second to last vote-off where immunity idols can be played. At this point, how much potential iders?
Reroll.
I've been out of the game too long. Ben, it's the second to last vote-off where immunity idols can be played. At this point, how much do potential idol play?
One more time.
Third time's a charm. I am reading the paper. I'm just stupid. I can't read. All right. Ben, it's the second to last vote-off to where immunity idols can be played. At this point, how much do potential idols play into strategizing? Or since we've already had 2 plays, is it safe to assume that there are none left?
Oh, you can't ever assume that there's like none. So like, of course it's gonna play into however you think. You just gotta hope that people are on your side when they use them, I guess. That's what sucks if they're not. So like, always keeping in mind that there is a chance that they're out there, and that they're gonna be used to help you rather than against you.
I know everyone loves to play Survivor 1 week at a time, but this late in the game, resumes for the final vote-off should be at the front of everyone's minds. Is that something you think you've done a good job with so far?
Thank you for the question.
You're welcome.
I think so. I think so. I know people here don't think so, but hurts. But I think so because here's the thing, right? This is Survivor, right? I'm laid out. I'm here. Somebody isn't. That means that I technically played a better game than they did, right? So like anyone who's in the jury that approaches with the question to whoever isn't sitting in the end, like you didn't play a game. I'm like, but you're in the jury, you know, just relax. Like the people who are at the end played something to make it there. So I think so. And I think everyone should be thinking about resumes, and there are certain people sitting right here right now that if they make it to the end, they will be an obvious win. And we don't want those people around us.
All right. Phelan, even though we're in the final 6, soon to be final 5, is it too late to make a big move to boost that resume going into the last few weeks?
I think that's like what everyone's asking right now, like to themselves and like to the people they trust the most. But I think like you do have to consider like moving down the road. Like does a big move now hurt you in the future, or is that something that sets you up for success later on? So like now more than ever my head is spinning, like in the days leading up to tribal council, because the strategy, like playing from home, it seems so obvious, or watching from home seems so obvious because you're seeing all the angles. Here you don't see the, you know, backside conversations and all that stuff, so like the strategy is a lot more complex.
Johnny, what do you think? Is there still time to make a big move that could gain you some jury votes should you make it to the end?
I think so. I think any move that we make now would be looked under such a microscope, since there's so few of us left. It'd be scrutinized that a big move could get you the $100 at the end, or it gets you a nice.
Oh, we win money?
A nice seat on the jury. I think so.
Yeah. Nice.
We went over this before you played.
I'm sorry, I forget.
All right, Valentina, it's crazy to think that you all met back in August, and it's now almost Thanksgiving break. How does that play into how you vote at this stage in the game? Are any like friendships that you made outside like affecting that, or is everything only based on the game right now?
That's crazy because I was just talking about this. I came into this and I was very hesitant joining just like Survivor in general, because I do put in my heart into like relationships just genuinely, and I think I make it very clear and I'm very transparent about it. But I just have to remind myself that it's a game and that like there should be no hard feelings, but it's really hard to do that because like everyone knew like I was very close with Jake, and like that really hurt my heart to see him go. So I don't know, it's just, I think that I'm building these like relationships for a really long time, and it's just kind of impossible personally for me to like not take things personal from now on. And yeah, that's about it.
Ben, you won immunity this week. Do you think challenge victories will play a big role in the eyes of the jury, or is it more about the social game?
I think it helps, but I don't think it's a deciding factor in who wins, because if that's what it was, then personally I think that'd be stupid. I think it matters about like the backside of how you're playing this game, just because without immunity, like you don't need this to like get to the end. You don't need this to like have a good resume. There's so much more that goes into this game, and that is also a huge threat on this side and on your back when you are deemed that like person who's really strategic and plays this game well. So like, yeah, there's a lot, but I don't think it's should be any more than in the rest of how you play this game. I think it just boosts your resume, if anything. I don't know.
So I can put you on the spot right now. Two-part question. One, who do you think has played the best game so far?
Oh my gosh.
And two, is it or should it be concerning to be for anyone to be viewed as the front runner right now?
I'll answer the second one first. If you are viewed as a front runner, I definitely think it will not benefit you in the game. I think that it will make you seem more as a target, or anyone that you are working with will look more as a target. And to answer your question about who is the biggest front runner, I think, you know what, I'm really happy being in this Final Six with you guys. Like, everyone here has played such a great game in their own unique way. Like really, like everyone's played a really great game. I agree, yeah, like for sure. Just based off what I've been told, I'm not gonna give my personal. Oh God,
we won't get our feelings hurt.
I hate.
You could say it.
I hate. I think Johnny's played an amazing game. I think Johnny has like emphasized what it means to survive.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I don't think I've played that good of a game, just because I've been on the wrong side of every vote except one since the jury. So, and I just played an idol, so strategically, maybe I can rub honey mustard on myself. But strategically, I feel like I've been pretty weak.
Can I add to that? I agree to everything you just said, personally. But everyone in jury does not want to see anyone from the original Noir succeed. So everyone will vote for you, regardless of being in that wrong side of every vote, and regardless of having played a wrong idol.
I don't think that's
You're really good at
true.
challenges, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I think you're really good at challenges,
Yeah.
and like you.
Guys, you're making me blush.
Yeah, I don't think.
Isn't Johnny just so great?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I think is so funny is like we're all sitting here and your whole pitch is why you're the worst player in the game right now, and then you try and make it to the end and that becomes the pitch of why you're the best player in the game right now. So it's like so interesting to like sit here and see people spin their game as a weakness, and then you're sitting there like thinking of how they are going to spin it as a strength in the end.
Yeah, you're so right about that. And having to flip it to all of us, and then the jury, you got to flip it again. Oh yeah, I'm the best player here.
I'm loving this conversation.
So
Let's just keep on talking. This is not problem.
Yeah.
But I personally think that most of the jury will put the game aside, regardless of who's sitting there, and just vote for whoever played the best game. I know it's a privilege. I was voted as most bitter juror. That would not happen. And I think I would speak for the rest of my absent Esukars squad.
Esukars, I think y'all are gonna be real salty.
I agree with that.
Like, I just don't even want to make it because I just know you're gonna be like, anyways.
Anyone else, any thoughts on this before I ask another question? All right, that was a fun discussion. Kata, as the stakes increase, this is kind of similar to what I asked Valentina earlier. Do you think these next couple of votes are going to become more personal, or is it still just all part of the game?
I mean, I don't think anyone should take anything personally. It's a game. It's just a game. It's just a game. It's just a game. It's just a game, guys. I swear to God that if anyone takes this personally, I'm gonna be very upset. I'm gonna take it personally if you take it personally, because I won't take it personally.
What she said.
Yeah, like, it's that simple.
In case anyone didn't hear, it's just a game.
It's just a game. I feel like I've said that so much. It's just a game. Okay.
All right, Phil, and we'll wrap up with you. In a game built on lies and deceit, is there any point in telling the truth at this stage, or is now just the time to focus on yourself for the rest of the life?
Ooh, great question.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a game, so obviously you can't tell the truth to everyone. It's not possible. But I think there is something to be said for having those people in the game that you trust, and being able to stand up there maybe towards the end and say, I didn't lie to you. I never lied to you, or, you know, I always was looking out for you, stuff like that. So to answer your question, I think telling the truth is looking out for yourself a little bit sometimes. But yeah, you just have to be really careful about who that truth is told to.
All right, anyone else? Any final thoughts before we go vote? All right, let's do it. Kata, we'll start with you.
I know you're trying to get me out. I like you out of the Game of Survivor. Inside the Game of Survivor, I really don't like you. Great hair though, I'll give you that.
Might be my last vote, but had a hell of a time.
Oh, I didn't want to do this tonight, but hopefully that's where everyone's at. You played a great game.
Here, watch this. I never wanted you to go. I want to go to Final 3 with you. This is hard, but
I'm gonna be surprised if this doesn't go this way. But
I'm gonna tell you the votes. All right. If anyone would like to play a hidden immunity idol or an advantage, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Kata.
So thrilling.
What is wrong with me?
Second vote, Johnny. It's 1 vote Kata, 1 vote Johnny, 4 votes left. Third vote, Johnny. Fourth vote, Kata. That's 2 votes Kata, 2 votes Johnny, 2 votes left. Fifth vote, Johnny. It's 3 votes Johnny, 2 votes Kata, 1 vote left. The 13th person voted out of Survivor Syracuse and the 6th member of our jury, Johnny.
Did you do the sad face?
No.
Did you?
Johnny,
Yep.
drop your buff. Team spoken.
Good luck, guys.
All right, Everyone else, congratulations. Final 5. This is where it's going to pick up once again. So I'll see you guys at your next challenge.
I like the smiley, the sad face
No,
though.
she
That was
wasn't-
on red.
The thing is, we didn't know if you were playing with Johnny or not.
That is true.
What? When have I given any indication of that?
I don't
You guys
know.
were texting each
By,
other.
like,
you were
texting
me,
everyone.
when you were texting me today, I was like,
Johnny also
oh.
made it sound like you were working with, so we didn't know if you were working with him or
No,
like.
but literally, I just went off what Valentina said.
It was exactly what
Listen,
happened to me last time with the grand vote. It was
I
exactly
must
what
say,
happened
sorry,
to me.
having your name out there and not being voted out is like a thrill. As soon as I saw my name out, I was like, I was
You're
living
weird.
rent free in someone's mind.
You're weird for that, and I'm really
exactly
happy I was not here for my
Why
name.
couldn't you just tell me?
Apparently, my name was out there once,
Because
It
I
was.
didn't know if you were gonna tell Johnny.
and thank God I wasn't here because I probably would have broken up on set. No.
It's the same. You realize it's the same exact thing.
Wait, so who was the other vote for Kyle?
John. I'm impressed.
I was told by Johnny and by both of them.
Because we didn't know if you were gonna tell him. And
No,
we
I
didn't
know, they
if
weren't
you were
telling
an
me.
idol.
It was
You know that?
consensual.
I said
Tell me
100%.
that.
I said 100% was like, I'm voting Johnny tonight. Did I not?
No, you see,
Right. So I never said
I
something. I just
had
like.
every intention of voting out Johnny.
No
Okay,
one's
yeah.
mad.
No one's
It's
mad
okay.
at you. No,
I'm not
no one's
mad.
mad. It was to
It just-
protect the
We had
Johnny.
I am
we had to get rid of him.
We didn't.
Cut the relationship.
We thought, genuinely, we thought he had an idol.
Idol, or you
He
had
didn't.
idol, and you were gonna split
He
it.
didn't have an idea.
But we didn't.
We were like,
He told
there's
me.
a chance that you could give it to him. So not including you for this vote was like, we had to do that to make sure he gets out.
It's trust me, I've
It's
been
like-
in your shoes.
yeah.
Like I know exactly. It sucks in the moment, but then you're like, I see.
He would have like 100% won. So like this genuinely
was-
makes it.
And I
For him
think
saying
he saw that.
I'm
when-
sorry.
Hey, you know what? I have to applaud.
I'm
Right?
the only one that
I
is mad
feel
at the
bad.
situation,
I
and
feel-
I'm not.
I feel
So-
bad because I didn't want to. I would never. And but like,
Well, to say you would never is a strong argument.
oh, okay. Well, I wasn't gonna say. No, I wasn't gonna say that. I would never. I was gonna say I would
I'm
never.
joking, it's okay.
No, what I was gonna say was I was never gonna expect that, and that was by you guys really well orchestrated. I mean, for you guys to think that I would be working with Johnny makes sense, but I really wasn't.
No, and on
Right.
your and on
No, we
to
kinda
your
knew that
credit,
too.
you
I
didn't
mean, just
you
to-
didn't come out guns blazing for her either. So there's no like bad blood.
Yeah.
Like she knows Johnny was the one that brought
Yeah,
that.
like,
And it's not
like the cover your bases to make sure
Yeah.
that he went, like, cause that's
It also makes more sense when like they're telling you like to go with the majority,
Yeah.
not just
yeah.
like.
Cause when I texted you
Yeah.
that, that made
Yeah.
you feel pretty comfortable when I said,
Yeah.
see, like they're all voting.
I know.
I loved Johnny. I knew he would vote with me moving forward, but I knew he was such a threat. Like everyone said in that room, he'd have Esther vote, and he's played the underdog game, been on the wrong side of every vote, yet still has managed to be here. Like, what a great story.
This was a scary one, just because they voted out Kata, like how they were framing it, Valentina and Phelan. That would have literally put me at the bottom because all of the 4 of them worked together. I know that there's this talk that like Johnny at least was like Ben's going to win this. And thankfully like Valentina and Phelan are like on my side enough to just like tell me that he's talking about that. It makes me feel good that they voted with me because that was my biggest thing. Like if they don't vote with me, my game's done.
So they all think they played me. At the same time, getting rid of Johnny helps my game. They don't get this. By having 2 distinct pairs, Phelan, Valentina, and Ben Kata, they're gonna want to weaken each other. I'm in the middle. I ultimately get to decide that.
I think now that like realizing like I am in Final 5, like this is where like I have to make steps, I have to make plans, I have to start like strategizing, because at this point like I have 3 people, like I have Ben, Kata, and Phelan like all wanting to go like to the end with me, and whether it's someone playing me or not, like I need to figure out like what's best for me at the end, because I do want to make it. Like who doesn't?
I'm so happy. I have a guaranteed buy into the Final 4. I will be playing my idol next week. So theoretically, ideal situation would be I would win our next challenge, and I can choose to bring someone into Final 4.
I don't want Ben to get another immunity. He'll have the same amount of confidence as me. Don't want that. And I don't want Phelan to be safe because I want Phelan out this week.
I'm set. I just have to continue to win because I know that I'm a huge threat. So if I don't win, I gotta worry and really continue to lie. But that's what I'm known for, so I guess I don't really have to do much.
All right, survivors, Final 5. Welcome to your next immunity challenge. First things first, Ben, you're gonna need this back. Once again, individual immunity is up for grabs. Whoever wins this tonight will have a 1 in 4 chance of becoming our 6th Sole Survivor. So, you guys ready to hear what your next challenge is?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm sure most of you have heard of Trivia Crack. Welcome to Trivia Run. In this challenge, you and your fellow competitors will compete in a game that will test both your physical and mental skills. I will stand at the top of the Carnegie Library steps, and I will ask all of you at the same time a trivia question. If you think you know the answer, you can choose to run up. The first person to come up to me, give me a high five, and give me the answer will get a point. As I said, if they do so correctly, they get the point. Anyone else who attempted to run up but did not get there in time will lose a point. If they get up there, first person up there gives an incorrect answer, they will lose a point, and the second person to get up will have an opportunity to guess. If they get it right, they will get the point. This keeps going until no one is left. Anyone who runs and does not answer the question loses a point. If you decide not to run, you will not gain or lose points in that round. The first player to 3 points wins. Alright. A lot of words.
I'm so stupid.
Alright.
No, I understand, but...
Survivors ready? Go! What American restaurant chain is known for their bottomless fries promotion?
I don't eat fast food.
Oh.
I know the one that
Wait.
you have.
Can you repeat the question?
Does that mean you can just keep getting fries?
What American restaurant chain is known for their bottomless fries promotion?
Is it Red Robin?
Correct. It is
Oh
Red
my
Robin.
What is it?
What was it?
Not even American, guys.
What was it?
Red Robin.
Oh, you went there
Never.
today.
I would never have picked that up.
Oh, I should have came
I was
today.
gonna say Five Guys.
I was gonna say 5 guys too. Oh my gosh.
Alright, Kata has 1 point. Next question. Which dwarf-sized planet was formerly recognized as a regular planet in our solar system?
That's cheating.
You can go whenever. Correct. You don't have to wait till I finish reading the question. You can come up whenever.
Really?
Oh, can I just start walking then?
Pluto was the correct answer, so that's Kata with 1 point, Ben with 1 point. Which NFL quarterback is the all-time leader in passing yards, touchdowns, and Super Bowl wins?
Drew Brees.
Incorrect.
Peyton Manning.
Incorrect.
What did you say?
Both of you lose a point.
Can I keep
Drew
it?
Brees and Peyton Manning.
No, you can't
You have to
guess,
go
no.
back down.
Can I come back up?
Already said, incorrect. Drew Brees and Peyton Manning.
The only one I know. Tom Brady.
Correct. Tom Brady.
We just asked him this year, bro. Come on.
Thank you.
Kata now is 2 points. Who was it? Ben, Zach, and Phelan all lose a point.
We have no points. Wait, can we go back to, is there negative points?
Yes. I'll give you guys updates every couple questions or whenever someone gets to 2 points. So Kata has 2 points right now. Question number 4. Which TV character is known for his famous catchphrase? That's what she said.
I'm losing.
Michael Scott.
Correct. Phelan gets a point back.
Who is it?
Michael Scott from The Office.
It's the Office.
Oh.
What is the most recent Marvel movie to air in theaters? The most recent Marvel movie.
Oh, Eternals.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
What did it say?
Eternals.
The Eternals.
That's like recent.
Yeah, that came out like a week
My
ago.
roommate went. That's why I know.
What is the capital of Argentina?
Okay. Hold on. Bogota is Chile.
Yeah, nobody else went.
No, that's Colombia.
I should also know that.
I came up here because I wanted to answer the question.
I'm gonna put 10 seconds on the clock.
Oh God.
10, 9.
Buenos Aires.
Correct.
I just got it.
Buenos Aires.
How about 0?
0.
Kata's at 2, everyone else is at 0.
All right, people starting to make some ground back on Kata. She's still only 1 point away from immunity this week. Next question. Which former Auburn University student appeared on The Bachelor?
Come on. Never watched this.
I never watched it a day of my life.
I've never watched The Bachelor. I don't know if it's worth it just can we forfeit a question?
I mean, like, yeah, if no one knows it, no one wants to do it, we can forfeit it. If everyone agrees to forfeit, we can skip this question.
I never.
Who knows anything about The Bachelor?
I only know one name, but I don't even know like what.
Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah,
That's the only name I know.
Wait, is it a girl or a guy?
It's a guy.
Oh, it's a guy?
Hold on. I don't think
The Bachelor.
The Bachelor?
Contestant on The Bachelor, not The Bachelor, but a contestant on The Bachelor.
Yeah, so it's a girl.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know she's on TikTok, so I know.
I know who you're thinking, Zach. That's what I was thinking too.
Oh my god, I just don't know her.
Either way.
She's on TikTok and she loves playing basketball. It's the only reason why I know it.
Say your name.
I'm going back now. You can't time me now. Still coming up. I'm gonna think of the name.
I feel like you thought this was
I
going to be
know.
way more
No, his
fun.
time doesn't start till he hits my
I
hand.
know
His
that
time
I
doesn't start till he hits my hand. He can stay here all he
I don't know
wants.
if it's. Alright. Should I just try?
I have my phone.
No, come on, just give him 10 seconds.
No, I'm not up
He
here.
hasn't hit my hand yet. It's against the rules.
Maddie Prue.
That's it.
That's who you're thinking.
It's
Yeah,
like,
that's the correct
but it's not. She didn't say it right. She said Maddie
That's her
Prue.
TikTok handle. It's P.
Are we accepting
She
that?
knows who it is.
I know.
Mike says we accept it. Phelan gets the point. Maddie Pruitt was the full name,
Noel had a huge crush on him.
but
Yeah, we're not cutting.
what streaming service is home to shows like Ted Lasso and The Morning Show? What streaming service is home to shows like Ted Lasso and The Morning Show?
It's the Apple streaming service.
Yeah, I think that counts.
Count it.
What?
Apple TV. Apple
I
TV.
just tried to watch Ted Lasso.
We'll count it. We'll count it.
Is this bad?
All right, the score is now Kata. No, Kata now with 1 because she ran up. Ben now with 1. Phelan also with 1. All right, next question. Which countries were the main combatants in the French and Indian War? Which countries were the main combatants in the French and Indian War?
Oh shit! I just fucked myself up. I just fucked myself
How many
up.
are we looking for?
2.
Two, yeah,
Name
2.
I want to hear what she says.
France and the U.S.
Incorrect.
What'd you say, Valentina?
France and the U.S.
Can I stay up here? No, I already lost.
You can go back down
And come back.
and then come back up.
I'm confident about one of these countries. Great Britain / England is one. France.
Is that your final answer?
Hold on, are you gonna count Great Britain and England as 2 different things, or?
No.
That's my answer.
Can you say it again?
Great Britain and France.
That's correct.
Great Britain and France. By 1 or 2?
Kata's at 1, Ben's at 1, Zach's at 1, Phelan's at 1, Valentina's -1.
Damn it!
All right, next question. Which person uses Air Force One as their own private jet?
The President of the United States.
That is correct. All right, the scores as they stand right now. Zach has 2, Kata, Phelan have 1, Ben has 0, and Valentina has -1. So once again, we are back to a game point. Should Zach win the next point, he will win immunity this week and be safe going into the Final Four. Next question. What number, formerly worn by Jim Brown and Ernie Davis, now holds a large amount of significance to the Syracuse University fan base?
44.
That is correct.
you!
Zach wins immunity this week.
Your shit does not hurt the boot in space!
On the boot, on the boot.
All right, we'll go down there. All right, Zach, congratulations. You have one individual immunity, meaning you will be safe going through this final 4 vote. Everyone else, I have nothing else for you. I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
The boot is fake.
I got a couple questions. So like you're in the final 5 now. Like what is your individual plan for how to get to the end?
Okay, my problem is that I have, for like a while now, I've had Ben and Kata both trying to string me in with them for I guess final 2, if there's a final 2. Like I told Kata from the beginning, because we both didn't know, like we've been friends like since freshman year, but we didn't know that we were doing this. So that when we found each other, whatever, we made a pact that we would like stick it to the end, which like I don't mind doing. But then Ben was like, oh, I really fuck with you, let's stick it to the end. And I was like, yeah. And then Phelan was like, bro, you and me, Fisig, let's stick it to the end. So I was like, yeah. And now we're here. So I'm really happy that, low-key, I'm really happy that like Zach got immunity tonight, because then that just, someone has to go. So I'm interested to see how like that will play, because this will definitely, like this vote will determine how the rest of the game will go for sure. And I just have to play it 1000% safe. And normally I've just been like following the crowd, but right now like I'm gonna make the decision tonight, and I'm gonna text someone and I'm gonna be like, this is what we're gonna do, and we have to stick to the plan, because I just can't be blindsided. Like I'm not going home like next time. I might go home the next time, but not this time.
Alrighty, so we are down to the final 5 vote off.
We are less than an hour away before the final 5 vote off. Very exciting time.
And you know what that means. It's the last time that I can use my idol. So this is the Noir team idol. Second idol that I have found, and it is the second idol that I will be playing. I just told Valentina. I was asked point blank earlier, and I did not know what to do about it, but I'm trusting that she won't betray me.
The only people who are not freaking out right now are Zach and Phelan. Phelan just found out. I just found out she has an idol. She's gonna play it, obviously.
That could be bad. Either way, I'm gonna play it tonight, so I'm not too concerned about my own safety. The thing is, tonight, Ben has to go.
I was gonna consider voting out Ben, and then I would but I was like never gonna consider voting out Kata. I did consider voting out Phelan, and honestly, I said I was gonna keep it 100 from the beginning of the game, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not gonna vote out Ben. Don't know what the hell Zach's doing. I can't keep up with that guy. I don't even think he can keep up with himself. And I caught him in a lie. Like, how are you? Like, everything's gonna come back to me. Have you not realized that? Like, I know everything. At least I think I do. Because if I get voted out tonight, I'm gonna be so upset. I just wanted to make it through tonight.
I was literally filming this probably an hour ago, and Valentina called me and told me that Ben snitched on some information that I told. My goal is to get Ben safe. I call me crazy, but I know I want to win the game. I'm not playing for 4th place. I'm playing to win the game. And by me taking Ben to final 3 with Kata, or final 4 with Kata, it gives me a better shot to make it to final 3. But I think they might just take me if I save them. There, I told him just stay calm and don't say anything. And Valentina is snooping. Man, I can't hold myself together. I think Kata's gonna vote for, I don't know, someone. I don't know how it's gonna work. We don't even have that finalized.
He's gotta go. Because I think I have a fair shot at winning over Valentina. Strategic-wise, I think more people may like her. Just because she was really nice. She played a game that didn't really stab too many people in the back. But also I can make the argument that no one feels like she stabbed them in the back because she wasn't leading any of the tough decisions. I led that Jake vote, whether it was a good decision or not.
Ben is pulling some sus stuff right now. He's sussing me out. But it's not like he's sussing me out that he could actually do anything, if that makes sense. Because he's not taking out Kata, and it wouldn't make any sense for him to ever take out Kata because he'll beat Kata every time. I told him that, and he knows that. I'm hoping, if I made a decision tonight, I'd hope I would tell Phelan that she's going, or Ben's voting for her, but then we throw our votes onto Valentina, because Valentina has not played a strongest game to Phelan. However, if you have the jury votes, that's all you really need. I've convinced Ben that Valentina has every jury vote, including Jake's, even if I was there, which is ballistic. Jake told me, I don't care if I piss off Phelan or if I piss off Valentina. I don't think Phelan will really get as pissed. Valentina will definitely be a little more angry.
I'm going to keep my word. I'm not going to vote out Ben, but I'm going to vote out Phelan. But since Phelan has an idol, it kind of works in my favor because then she won't even really be voted out. If she places a vote against Ben, then, like, it is what it is. If she places a vote against Ben, Ben goes home. If the idol works, if the idol's real, if whatever. I don't even know what to do. Like, I need to win a freaking challenge. I
think I'm definitely thinking of my resume more at this point in the game. Against Zach, I think I have a better resume. Against Kata, I know I have a better resume. Valentina, it's tough, but I've played with her to this point, and I respect the hell out of her. She's kicked ass in challenge, especially the water gallon one, which Andrew did a great job, but she did too. I think physically she's more of a threat than Ben, but Ben has to go. So the worst thing that could happen for me tonight is that Valentina goes home. That's where I drown.
It's finally here. I was way too comfortable. Listen, either I'm going home tonight because I'm way too comfortable and people caught onto my lies, or I'm staying in and winning. Like, I just have to win immunity one night.
We're gonna vote 2, they're gonna vote 2, I'm gonna vote 1, or whoever. It's gonna be a 2-2-1 to flush out any potential idols, and then we'll just revote and seal the deal. Ben has never been on the verge of elimination. He's never had to worry in this game. And now that he has to worry, he's flipping out. And it's making me freak out a little bit because he can't hold himself. If he can't hold himself together and just make this simple, and if he's communicating with Valentina and giving her information that would make the plan or me just look like it's not true, it's so simple. You just blindside her. There's nothing she can do. If we have the numbers, you do it. It's getting real. I'm assuming either Valentina or Phelan goes. It's either gonna be her, Phelan, or Ben.
If I go home tonight and no one told me, I will take it personal.
I'm playing this for me tonight. I'm hoping someone's not playing one for Ben.
It's funny. So this is a pregame interview right before the final 5 vote off. I don't even know where my vote's going, if I'm being real. 3 of the 4 players who are up for eviction all said they're voting for Phelan, and the 4th is the one who didn't is obviously Phelan. To be honest, I don't really care. I'd rather Valentina go because of her jury management, and her, Kata, and Ben have a final 3 that I'm aware of, and I don't think Ben's gonna want to break it off that fast. Even though Valentina will probably win over me. That's up to debate. But if Phelan goes, it's a little bit of sweet revenge for her taking out my best friend in this game, Jake. So that will be ideal. You know, if anyone goes, it's good for my game.
But it's been stressful, and whatever happens, happens. I just know I'm going to vote Phelan tonight and see where that goes.
Oh, well, it's complicated. Well, actually, I'm in the easiest situation of them all, because I told Valentina I wasn't going to vote for her, and I told Ben that I wouldn't vote for him since the start. So that leaves me with Phelan. So I'm going to vote for Phelan. And I don't know where it's going to go from there. I really don't.
Right now, I'm really nervous. I am going to vote Phelan out because I know that she has an idol, but I'm also like keeping my word to Kata and Ben. I could care less about Zach right now. But I have a feeling that they could also see right through me, and I could be voted out tonight because I'm not safe.
So Valentina's trying to get everyone to vote for me. As long as they all put my name down and we put Ben's down, he should be gone. Fingers crossed.
I think who's winning the game?
Right now it's Ben's to lose.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
It's I think it's Ben. I think it's Ben
Phelan, Valentina.
I think it's Ben Phelan,
Zach, Valentina, Kata.
Because we were so. I said this to Preston earlier today. We were so worried about Valentina, but like she didn't really do much. Like
she has not done much. Yeah.
And like Zach, what, three individual immunities, counting the fitness gram, I think.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So, I don't know if it's final 2 or final 3 yet. I don't think they know yet either, but I have no idea what's gonna happen today.
Yeah, I think.
Final 5, welcome back. Before we get started, I'd like to welcome in 2 of our jury members, Johnny and Graham. Welcome, thank you for joining us. But would you guys believe it's been 73 days since we started back in August? Take a minute.
No.
Let that sink in. We're not too long, we've got a vote off to get to. Zach, we'll start with you. You won the last immunity challenge, which involved running up and down stairs while wearing a boot on your leg.
Which is fake.
Which is, I will say, you're milking it, but that's neither here nor there. How important was it for you to win immunity last week?
Okay, if I'm being real now that the week has transpired, or not the week, the last 2 days have transpired, I think winning that immunity meant the livelihood of my game. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
I'll keep it short.
All right. Kata, you had an early 2-point lead right off the bat with those first 2 questions, and then could not get that final point. How frustrating is that, and are you worried about tonight not having immunity?
It's very frustrating, especially because I was so proud of the 2 questions that I did get right. But it's fine. And I guess like coming to tribal without immunity, shut up, dude. Coming to tribal without immunity is always a worry, because you could always be lied to, like at any point. So I guess you're always worried without immunity.
Valentina, as we said back on our last vote off on Sunday, you guys have had a bit more time for kind of figuring out your plans because we're just with scheduling difficulties. Not only just these last kind of 2 weeks, but almost like the entire post-merge and sometimes in the pre-merge as well. But now we're back on a 2-day turnaround, only 5 people left. How was it figuring out your plan?
I was definitely anxious. I think it's obvious that I was very close, who I was very close to and for how long and everything. And I don't know, I guess I just kept myself a promise from the beginning and I'm just gonna keep it that way.
Ben, final 5 vote off is the final time for advantages or idols to be played. Are you expecting to see anything tonight?
I mean, it being the last one, sort of inherently it means the last time you can play it. So like, if you have it, don't want to go home with something that you can't use. You know what I mean? I guess that answers that question.
Phelan, are you proud of the game you've played up to this point?
Yeah, I think I am. I mean, I think a lot of us in this room would say that. I know, especially like being here with Old Noir, like we were the underdogs for a really long time, and we managed to be sitting in a room with 4 of us at Final 5 still. And I think personally, I did a lot of things that I'm proud of. Strategy-wise, alliances I've made, alliances I've kept, and just like generally the way that I've played, I think there's inherently a lot of lying and a lot of, mistrust that goes around, but I'm like proud of the people that I've stuck with.
I mean, as you just said, there's 4 original Noir members here with 1 Esukaris, but the 1 Esukaris has immunity this week. So you're gonna have to flip on someone that you've been working with for almost this entire game. How difficult is that decision to make?
Yeah, I mean, I think like to be very like transparent, there's like, it was known amongst our group there were like pairs, and that was when we were going through. Zach and Jake were close, Graham and Johnny were close, me and Valentina were close, Kata and Ben were close, and now that you're looking at us as a 4 we're close, and one of them has to go, it's this new, oh, we were playing pretend, playing friends, being nice, and now you see everyone's true colors.
Zach, do you think there are any goats in the game at this point?
Any what?
Goats. Like someone who's kind of here just because they're kind of just riding on coattails, don't really deserve to be.
Not at all. Not at all. I think the fact that there are 18 people, 5 remaining, you did something right to get here. I wouldn't say riding someone's coattails. I would put along the lines of you align yourself with the right people at the right time, and you continue to show that loyalty throughout the game.
Have you given any thought to, should you make it to the end, who you want to sit next to?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's, like, I've been pretty loyal to the people I've been loyal to in this game, and I haven't wavered too much. Here and there, we all waver. Like I've said, and I will say it forever in this game, you can't play, if you can say you're playing this game, no. That's not the phrase. That's not the phrase. I forget the phrase, or the phrasing of it, but the point is that we all have to tell a couple lies to get to where we are, no matter how loyal you want to be. Like these four right here have been extremely loyal to each other since Old Noir. That's why they're still here. They've been playing the game together, and now obviously they have to find a threat within that four.
So, but do you see the discrepancy in what you just said?
Discrepancy.
Because you said you've been loyal with people that you've been loyal to.
Yeah.
You're the only Esukaris member still here.
Yeah, and throughout the merge, I don't know how to put it, but I've aligned myself with different people in order to get myself to where I am now.
Ben, should you make it to the final vote off, who do you not want to sit next to in the end?
I think, without saying names, because I think all of us truly deserve to go for our own reasons. Like everyone's been saying, you're getting to this point because you've made decisions. I think you don't want to go with someone who's going to have people on the jury who are going to favor them over you. You want to go with someone either matched, or you want to go with someone who you know you're going to beat. Personally, I'd rather go with someone who's like matched at the same level as like me, the way I play this game, because then I want to like win this game fairly, not because I brought someone just to bring someone. At this point, everyone's done stuff. We all deserve to get there, so it's just like going with someone who I know that has played an equally good enough game as myself, so that I can like fairly win and say that I did this because of how my game was, and obviously it was better than theirs type of deal. But yeah, you don't want to go with someone who you know for a fact is going to have too many people over there who's going to like them.
Kata, if you have a minute.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Have you thought about what kind of player is more dangerous to be sitting at the end with? Someone who's well connected with the jury, or someone who's played a more complete, well-rounded game, who's maybe won a lot of challenges, or found advantages, or idols, and things like that? Is there one that you think is more dangerous to sit next to than another one?
I think if the jury votes for the person to win solely because they're friends, that is not a decision that I would kind of like, I'm so sorry. That is not a decision that I would agree with potentially, because if I end up in the jury and not in the final, I will kind of put like friendships aside in that sense and truly look at who played the game, because at the end of the day, like, that's why we're here. Like, the five of us are here because, again, like everyone said, like, you did something right. And whoever makes it to the final 2 or 3 or whatever, did something right to get there. So I would just hope that the jury would like acknowledge that over friendships. But I think, I have no idea in which way the jury is gonna vote, but I think it's more dangerous to be sitting there with someone who's played a good game. Because I don't think that looking at the jury, it would be something that they would completely discard, but it's still a possibility. I don't know.
To that point, as for like, I honestly have not worked with like 3 people on that jury, so like, I've never even spoken to them. So like that like inherently like sucks for like Old Noir sitting right here, like, you know what I mean? We didn't have as much time, so like they don't know how we play this game. They don't, you know what I mean? That's just a thought.
Well, I mean, you'll have your case should you make it to make your case at the end. But now, I asked you guys 2 days ago about trust and how that kind of factors into this whole game of lies and deceit. What about loyalty? Like, Valentina, how important is loyalty in this game? Whether that's like among the players that you're still in with right now, or former allies on the jury. How important is loyalty at this point?
That's the one thing I've talked about since I got here, and it's the one thing that I said to people that I got close with. I said, I'll let you know if I'm voting you, and in respect, like, for you to tell me the same thing. And at this point, and I've said it in my blog, I will be very upset. I'll be more hurt if someone like was completely just blindsiding me, because like I don't have anything right now. I've been very transparent. I don't have anything to lose. Like, I mean, I have everything to lose. I don't have anything to gain. Like, if I wasn't told, like, listen, like, this is what we have to do because this, that, and third, like, I'll take that personal more than being voted out.
Phil, we've been talking a lot about scenarios going into the final trouble or final vote off. Has there been a lot of talk amongst the 5 of you about what that's going to potentially look like? But we haven't said anything to you guys yet. Like, is it going to be 2, 3, 4 even? Like, who knows? Like, has there been any talks about that?
I think yes, but I don't think there's been like a consensus. I know, like, I think we were almost told maybe, but we're trying to figure out, you know, the theme of the season can factor in. You're looking at a group up here that would be very interesting should we go to a 4. It's always something that's on your mind, but without that knowledge, you have to play it like it could be a 2 or it could be a 3. You're thinking of every final X number of scenario, and so that's why every vote from here on out is important.
So would it be safe to you have like a plan for like each possible scenario of what it could be?
I would say it's more of a hope, it's less of a plan. I think we're taking this, like, at least I can only take this one tribal at a time. I think it's changing so much, this 2-day turnaround, and like this new 4 of us that had worked so strongly together on, you know, the quick turnaround. Now we have to pick amongst ourselves. So I think, like, you can only work one day at a time and hope to God you make it to the next one to be able to strategize again.
Anyone else? Final thoughts on this vote? Potential final tribal council? Zach?
I just wanted to say, I respect the 4 of you guys so much, and I just have had such a fun time playing with you guys. Like, I think everyone here is deserving of making it to the end. That's all. Some positivity.
Yeah.
All right, anyone else? No one has anything else? We'll go vote. Kata, we'll start with you.
It feels pretty good considering she completely backstabbed my number 1 ally in this game.
I will tally the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
You don't have. Yeah, I guess now, better than ever. There you go.
All right. This is a real hidden immunity idol. All votes cast for Phelan will not count. Anyone else? All right, read the votes. First vote. Phelan does not count. Second vote. Phelan does not count. Third vote. Phelan does not count. No votes so far, 2 votes left. Fourth vote. Phelan does not count. The 14th person voted out of Survivor Syracuse Double Trouble, and the 7th member of our jury, Ben.
No, it's okay. That was so awesome. Nice job, okay? There you go.
Ben, do you have a buff?
Nar, don't.
Drop your beat.
Drop your buff.
This hat's not coming home. Bye, guys.
The team has spoken. All right, final 4. Congratulations. As I've said at each time, basically at this point, no small feat, but still work to be done. See you all at the next challenge. I have nothing else for you.
Ben lied to me too.
Yeah. Bye.
We are planning on teaming up and taking out Ben in this challenge.
Yes.
All right, before we go any further, Zach, take that back.
Have it. Thank you.
Final four. Welcome to the final immunity challenge of this season. Before we get to that, we need to do a rites of passage. So we're gonna walk downstairs, go through that. After that, I'll explain the challenge. We'll get right into it.
Noah, he said to me on the first day he was really excited to make some new friends, and that made him being the first vote crushing.
I didn't really know the guy.
He was never in my tribe. I don't remember him in the game.
Sydney.
I ran the first challenge with Sydney in the Amazing Race leg. She was super helpful. She wasn't the best in the leg, which frustrates me, but it kind of like taught me to be patient.
I think her vote was unfortunate just because she wasn't on the challenge before.
Same thing. I don't know. Don't know her.
I also, same thing with Kata, like, she probably could have done amazing. Really sweet girl, but just wasn't there. It was just the easiest thing to do at the time.
All right, Annika.
Oh,
it's you.
Someone who's in my tribe. Yeah, I don't remember much. Don't remember much about her.
I didn't know you, I'm sorry.
Didn't really get to meet her, but
She was super nice.
Yeah.
Super nice.
All right,
Caroline. Unfortunate, honestly. I don't remember why.
I think we knew she was gonna play a really strong game. It was out from the get-go. She had a lot to say, like, and a lot of alliances she was trying to build, and that was like scary.
I think we also thought that she was close with Jake.
Yeah.
Right? We thought that she was really close with Jake, and so we were like, oh, I gotta split that up.
Yeah, but no, she was really nice. All right, Emma.
Oh.
Our 5'6" third.
We love Emma, and she was gonna play this game super strong, and I know that was a crushing vote for her.
That was her.
That was when
bad
we
side,
switched.
though. That was her bad. That was the bad thing though. That she
was a super fan.
Super fan, and just got into it too much. I think.
She was super nice, super friendly, but when the tribe swap happened, she was very aggressive in making new alliances, and I think that just made us a little scared.
Yeah. Wasn't there for the tribe swap with her, but she was someone who I really was affectionate for in the game. She was an unbelievable player. She is one of the people who could have easily made it to at least top 8, top 7. So
for sure.
She's a great player.
Annie, this was the night I was supposed to go home.
You can go first.
Yeah, no, it was unfortunate for her in the way that it happened, just because it was me or her, and that was my first idol play. But yeah, I didn't know her that well. We were really short into our merge. Zach, you might have more to say.
Yeah, she was great at the food challenge.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God! Killed the food challenge.
Killed the food
Killed
challenge.
the food
Bodied
challenge.
it.
Very intimidating too.
Yes.
Oh.
Admit.
Alright.
Him I did know.
You want
to go first?
I mean, I honestly loved playing with him while I was on his good side, but then he just took the game way too personally and was particularly rude when he was voted out. So I guess, you know, it is what it is.
I'm excited to watch the footage.
Facts. Personally, for me,
I wasn't there for that.
I think, just not even seeing any of his footage, I think he has some of the most interesting content.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The man, the first challenge, the man was like, oh my God, let's form an alliance. Me, you, whoever his person was, and Jake. And I was like, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. Too confident.
Oh, speaking of confidence.
Skylar.
Oh my God.
Speaking of confidence.
Speaking
That's a
of,
great segue.
yeah, so this was the vote. I think it wasn't anything personal. It was one of those things where it was like, we saw a player who was so strong and so confident in the game.
Too confident.
Yeah.
I think this is literally the example of like getting too confident and too cocky in the game. And it did provide a little bit of comedic value for myself. Just because it was like gonna be us. You know what I mean? Like she was kind of like had this exhilarating joy about voting one of us out and focusing on the challenge after. But yeah. You can never be too confident.
And you can't be
Outwardly
confident.
confident
About it either. You played yourself.
I'll keep it short and simple. You can never be complacent in this game, and she thought she had the entire game wrapped around her fingers. However,
I have it on video.
how yes, we do, and obviously we saw that and took charge.
Yeah. Okay, we have Andrew.
Honestly, I loved Andrew. The highlights of my Survivor days was when everyone was arguing and Andrew was just putting lip gloss on the corner, and that just made me so happy.
I would argue that he had one of the biggest not upsets, but surprises, at least for me, in that water jug challenge. That he killed that. And you're mad about it, but he killed that.
This is hard for me to look at. We were paired up for the first challenge, collecting the flags. He is just an awesome person. I'm so sad to be seeing his name right here.
Excited to see him back.
You didn't give him much, bro. I tried. You didn't give it to me. Didn't give it back.
Oh, that's sad. All right, we got Preston.
I hope you won Homecoming King.
Facts.
I don't think he won.
No?
Honestly,
Cut the
I have a lot of respect for you. Like, you really loved this and you really put your all into it. And even when you came out and you were like, I got an idol, I was like, oh my God, he has an idol. I don't know, bro. I'm just sorry.
He tried. He really tried. And so, props to him.
A lot of respect. A lot of respect. A lot of respect to Preston.
Love my guy, Preston.
Yeah. Speaking of the bromance,
I had tears. I had literal tears. I had tears. That's all. That's all. Yeah. Whoever else wants to say.
I honestly respected Jake a lot and really liked him as a player.
Yeah.
If we had had more time to vote, to come to a decision, I can say wholeheartedly it wouldn't have been him, because
me too.
Voting Jake out was honestly genuinely the only votes that as soon as I wrote his name down, I was like, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
This is a name that I'm gonna look at and think about when I think about, whoops, I said think about twice, not 3 times. So I'll restart. When I think about this name, Jake, it reminds me of how I've played this game and how I've gotten here.
Here, I'll say my last little thing. While that vote, I think, came down to miscommunication in the last couple seconds, I'm not gonna say I regret any of my votes. I'm gonna stand by my decisions. And I think my reasoning for this one just solely came because I do respect the hell out of him as a player, and I saw him making super close alliances with some of my close alliances, and that threatened me. And like saying that was like a tears moment was like scary, and I knew that was coming up, so yeah, I'll just stand by my vote, but played a great game. Yeah. Okay, Graham. I think out of this 4, I think I probably talked to him the most. You?
You probably did, because you lived on his floor. He was a nice guy. Nice guy. I like Graham.
He was paranoid all the time.
I didn't want to take out Graham personally. I kind of liked him, but it was just like, gotta do what I gotta do type of thing.
That one, I wasn't in on that vote, and yeah, I didn't want to see him go. I saw us going towards the end, and he said the same thing to me post vote out, so that was a tough one.
Johnny. Comp beast.
Yeah. Challenge beast.
I was really upset that like you didn't think that you were such a great player. Like everyone else thought that you were such an amazing player, and to hear you right before you got voted out say like, I don't think I did that great compared to like the rest of you guys, was honestly like, wow, like you're mad humble for that.
Might have been a tactic, but
I think it was a tactic.
I think it was a tactic.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted just to minimize themselves. Are you biting?
But you gotta look at him as going so far from such a low place. Like he is like, should he have made it to the final 4? He would have. Final 3, final 2, final whatever. Underdog story of the century. In my opinion. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Ben.
Final 5. Vote off. Ben. I guess I'm the only one who ever wrote this name down this time, but I mean, it was solely because he was the best player in that room tonight, in my opinion.
He did a really good job of manipulating throughout the game.
Oh my God, guys, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm very appreciative for the friendship that I like got with Ben throughout this game. I like kind of knew him before, but not really, and then we became actually real friends. So shout out Survivor.
Yeah, and that's the tough part, is playing a game with people you actually connect with, and one day, you know, making these tough decisions. Like, aside from tonight, like, genuine friendship. And I think us standing here today can say, like, genuine friendships. So, yeah.
Yeah. Seeing his name here makes me very, very upset. He was my day one, my we did everything together. We thought the entire game through together and made every move together. And it kind of sucks that I won't get to be in this last stretch of the game with him. But, you know, it is what it is.
There we have it. Rite of passage.
Oh, yay!
All right, hope you all enjoyed that walk down memory lane. Some of your fellow castmates who were not lucky enough to make it this far. You guys are all that's left that represents them. But, as I said before, this is your final immunity challenge of the season. You guys ready to hear what it is?
Yes.
All right, this challenge is called Unlock Immunity. So, here's how this is gonna work. When I say go, or whatever, somewhere on the quad is a piece of voting paper with your name on it. It's in the open, you're gonna have to look for it, but it's out there, go find it. To go out there, find it, bring it back to me. Once you bring it back to me, I'll give you this paper. This paper asks you to find 3 different numbers. One of them is the answer to this equation with the boot order. So you have to know names when they got voted out, figure out this math equation. No phones, no calculators. You have plenty of room to do your work. You'll then have to count the number of all the steps on the quad, get that number, and then the number of the total number of votes cast so far up to this point in this game. Now that includes votes that were disqualified due to idle plays, and it also includes extra votes that were played. So, once you get those 3 numbers, you'll send them to me in that order. You will win immunity. You'll have a 1 in 3 chance of being Season 6 Sole Survivor. Does anyone have any questions?
I didn't understand. Wait. So if we don't win tonight, it's over. It's a wrap. Oh. Oh, okay.
No, we still have one
I'm
more
so
vote.
confused right
Everyone knows what you're doing.
Yes.
All right. Survivors ready?
No, hold on. Phelan's not the only one with secrets tonight, unfortunately. So, Andrew, you are incorrect. I have not been milking my injury. However, today I started my physical therapy, and this boot is no longer needed.
Are you sure?
Oh my god.
Are you sure?
Yep, I already got it. Yo, watch it.
Does anyone else have any secrets they wanna share before we get started? Or can we start?
Let's start.
All right. Survivors ready. Go.
All right, I'm jogging.
Wait.
Whoa.
Get the dog.
Okay, I'm making this a very light jog, and I'm doing it. I'm feeling good. Not great, but I'm doing it. Why are we all running over here?
From where Mike's standing, you can see Hendrix. Which one do you want to do?
How many steps you can see?
Look at where Mike's standing. You can see all these steps. Do these ones.
Okay.
I'll do Briggy. Come find me.
Uh-huh. The number of steps on the quad, we weren't like specifically told what that's referring to.
Visible from where I am standing right here. Number of steps, like stairs.
Okay, so we
In
can
general? In general?
Yes, you can go around and count, but they got to be visible from this point.
Okay.
The quad.
Okay, so yeah. Oh, they didn't even do
Okay, that what we can do is
You want to split up?
there's a railing thing every 3 steps. So we just need to count 1, 2, 3.
How about, let's just go.
4, 5.
We can't.
6, 7, 8. What's 8 times 3?
24.
Might be 24. Fuck. Okay.
No, it's faster if you just do
Is that 2? 1, 2, 3.
Like these steps, since they wrap around, those still are the same steps, correct?
Can't say yes or no. It's got to be up to you to decide.
That's helpful. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
How many did you have?
Okay, so I got Hendrix. There's some over there, here.
How much was Hendrix?
Hendrix 21.
Okay.
How much? Okay, so what are you?
4, 4, and 3. So 36.
What's
all
your
that.
What's your number?
36 with the ones that are back there.
Hold on.
So 57. How much were these?
49
60.
plus my number.
Yeah.
Okay, I have 112 or.
No, it's 60. Because sorry, it's
Did you get all my numbers?
36 with these already included.
Did you get all?
With Carnegie and.
Yo, I'll just try 60.
Okay. Whichever one of us win, we take the other one to win.
68, 60, 260.
That's incorrect.
Try 66 or 63 in a minute. It's gonna take forever, guys.
68, 60, 260.
That's incorrect.
Okay, wait. So this got us a very good number. I think that I would say. So that was here. So we played 8 birds. We played 8 birds. There's 7. We played 8 birds. So 5. So 5.
Incorrect. Also, just so you know, whoever says it first to me gets the immunity, okay?
The order, like, for the map?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Just breaking the simulation. Yeah. We've been separated. I wanted to say hi to my these fellow survivors, you know? It's actually not doing great.
You're shaming me, you know. This feels very personal.
Oh, don't worry, I'll get Zach soon.
Oh. So, wait, did you not wait? Wait, I'm gonna try mine. But let me see your let me see your math. Johnny has to be 7. That doesn't make sense. Wait.
One of those are correct.
No, but this isn't.
63, 260.
None of those are correct.
Oh.
No, I said for him. He said I just
got 2 in it.
No, she just got 2. You got 1 and then 0.
Okay.
One of those is correct.
No one has
None of those are correct.
157.
No, 68.
Incorrect.
68, 63, 1, 2.
One of those is correct.
57, 1, 2.
One of those is correct.
those are correct. 69 and 61, 15. 2 of those are correct. 64, 61, 15.
Hey, she should have.
Zach wins immunity.
Let's
go!
Wait, what did you say the first one?
I made up a random number. I counted from 60 to 69.
Which one was it?
It was 60.
64, 60, 115 was the correct answer.
Woo!
Zach wins immunity. Zach, congratulations. You have immunity going into the final vote off where you have a 1 in 3 chance of becoming our 6th Sole Survivor. The rest of you, I have nothing else for you tonight. I will see you guys on our final regular vote off in the coming days, which we will schedule. That's all I have for you guys tonight. I'll see you then.
Number 4, you know, it's amazing. I said to myself before the season began, before everything began, that I wouldn't win a single challenge. And now I'm standing here doubling Johnny's win count, the guy who had the most in the game. Feels pretty good. I have to say though, in that challenge, I did not answer one of those numbers correctly. I like caught to get the first and the third, and in the second one, everyone was guessing different numbers in the 60s. So I thought to myself, why don't I just, you know, do process of elimination? I was taught that my whole life. I just numbered like 61, 62, 63, 64, which was the correct number, and my greatest hand, I got really pumped up, really excited because Valentina and Phelan, all of a sudden now they're working together, but Valentina voted out Phelan. Their relationship is the most confusing thing in the world. I can't figure out if they're working together or not. One of them's going home last time I checked, and it's gonna be Phelan. If Phelan gets the final 3, she wins this game. She made the best play of the season, and I'm gonna take out the player who made that play. So that's my plan. I just gotta get. There's no tricks. There's nothing they could do. Me and Katza already made an agreement to go to the final 3 together, which is intact. I only want to take her. I want to take her and Ben, but they pulled a fast one on me. So it's pretty simple. Kill or be killed. Valentina's probably asking me, "Are you voting for me?" And I'm going to say, "No, we are sending Phelan home."
I was telling Zach, that was one of those things where you wish you thought of it in the moment, just guessing, checking numbers. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was the one I needed to win. Otherwise, I'm going out with a bang, I guess, on this last vote. I theoretically really wanted either me or Valentina to have that. I wanted it really bad, and I'm worried she's going to be a little mad I stepped on her toes saying some of those answers first. But yeah, my only strategy, I guess, would be to get Zach and me and Valentina to flip on Kata, so we'll see.
So I want to implement something on this for the rest of the season that is kind of interesting. I know that it's very late in the game, but I have 4 liquid deaths behind me, along with many on my floor right here, because the pyramid fell down. However, there aren't 4 more people to beat anymore in the game. There are only 3 more people for me to defeat. And in the next video, since I have guaranteed my safety, I can knock down 1 more of these, and there'll be 2 more. Isn't that kind of interesting? On a more serious note, your boy made it to final 3. Crazy. I said this earlier, but no matter if Ben went or Phelan went or Valentina, Valentina in my eyes is less of a threat and easier to beat. But I think Phelan making that play in the final 5 gave her an equal playing field with Ben to win this game. So as long as one of them went, it didn't really matter too much to me. At this point, Phelan's gonna get a lot of respect for what she did. She took out who people saw as the, I guess you could say front runner. I'm gonna call myself an underdog here because I've been playing in the low grounds of this game. I haven't been playing from what it looks like a lot of safety. I haven't been in the majority numbers. I didn't have the whole Noir team protecting me. They've been a unit. It's hard to infiltrate that unit unless you win competitions like I have. So I got the final 5 with them, won, and now I'm winning out. So now they have to eat each other alive. So kind of leading into final 3, Phelan has to go. If she is a great move, I expected it. I knew the idol was going to get played, and I had a feeling she had it. And Valentina told me, oh, I don't think she has it. I don't think it's not good enough. You got to hide some stuff. I had a sneaking suspicion. Maybe I said that in an old video. But she played it. I could have voted for Valentina and called it a draw. And then I guess Valentina would have gone, which, again, when I thought about that, I was like, hold on. If I vote for Valentina, then it's a 3-1-1. But all of Phelan's votes won't count. So Phelan is still here, and then it gives Ben the opportunity to save himself. And I don't feel comfortable going to a final 3 with either Ben or Phelan. So as long as one of them went, that's all I really cared about. I could have said Ben, sure. I had a feeling she had the idol. I had a feeling she's had the idol for a long time because she is hungry. She plays the game hard. Give her respect. So that's okay. The ankle is not feeling great. And I believe that was the last challenge. I don't remember if they said that was the last one or not. I think they did. And it's landed me in the final 3. I've already promised Kata a spot in the final 3. Why? I think she's easy to beat. I can beat her. I have 4 individual immunities. And from her being within that unit, even though, yes, you're deserving of being here, which I stated, doesn't make your resume really stronger? Doesn't mean you're playing the game as much? I've had to play both sides to get to where I am. I had to play Esukaris and Noir in order to position myself for people not to go after me final 7, final 6, when I wasn't safe. It wasn't until final 5 until I was safe. I could have been taken out at any of these points. There was one week where I was safe, but still I wasn't on anyone's radar. Valentina has a lot of jury sway. She has a lot of people in her corner in the jury. I thought her and Phelan were split up. Her and Phelan have a very rocky relationship from what I could see. It goes up and down, up and down. I don't know if it's them just playing around. Because Valentina, last time I checked, wrote down Phelan's name. And then 20 minutes later, she's teaming up with her to try to win immunity to save herself. Does Phelan have an individual immunity? I have 3. I don't know why she's going to her for help and not me. Doesn't add up, clearly. I wouldn't say she has a game-clinching move. Phelan has 2 of them. She took out Jake and she just took out Ben. So for me to take out her would be great for me. And I guess if you want to talk about Valentina's big move was to take out Skylar, I'm taking all of that back. I've been speaking about it for a while now. But when it's final 3, I'm going to stand up and say to her, Valentina, that's great. You caught that video on film. That's awesome. But that plan has already been in motion by myself and Jake. So I'm going to take back all my credits. I'll repay that debt to her, if that's how the saying goes. Tomorrow morning is the vote off. Me and Kata are locked in. I don't think there's any reason to keep Phelan in this game. She will beat everyone. Hopefully, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe jury's different impressions. I'm just taking guesses. Who knows? Peace.
Final 4. Welcome to the final vote off of the season. Let's welcome in our jury, Johnny, represented for. So.
Wait, finish that sentence.
I don't know where I was going with
Okay.
it. Okay, start over. All right. Final 4. Welcome to the final vote off of the season. Let's welcome in our jury, Johnny, representing the other 8 people on the jury right now and listening in. First of all, congratulations, final 4, big spot, great place to be, but unfortunately, one of your journeys will be coming to an end today. First of all, I just want to hear from all of you. How are you feeling right now? Talk to me about your journey so far. So we'll start with Zach right now.
So, first thoughts, I'm really tired. That's really it. Playing with you 4, I know we haven't played together the entire game. Some of you guys just started working with during the merge, but you guys are just unbelievable players, and I wouldn't say that anyone here is more deserving than you guys of being in these 30 spots.
Aww, that was sweet. Thank you.
You guys put the game the right way.
That was so cute.
And I love the way that you play with your honesty. I love your loyalty. And I love how hard you play the game.
You're so cute. Am I next?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hungover. I'm so sorry. I really thank Holly, Paul, Kevin, and Cass. I've said so many times, but for like having them pressure me into playing, like I am so happy to be here. I don't know. I didn't think that I would have as much fun as I have had, and I didn't think that I would make it this far either. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy for the friendships that I've made, and yeah, that's about it. I'm just grateful for Survivor.
I don't feel the same kind of thank you, Owen, for annoying the shit out of me until I joined. And I was happy when I made it to the merge. That's when I was like happy. I didn't think I was gonna make it to like this far at all. But I'm glad I did. I enjoyed the challenges so much, and I don't know, it's like something to look forward to. Not the woods, but the challenge is like something to look forward to every week.
Yeah, I think like thanks to obviously everyone in production and like just for like being here and making it happen, and like I think for the people that got us all into this, that's like a big thing. I mean, I wouldn't have made these friendships and with crew and everything too. And yeah, I mean, I had an awesome time playing. This is something I was able to get on the phone like with my parents about every day, and they were like so excited to hear about. And like I grew up watching the show, so like even though we're not on CBS, it's like this first step there. So I think this was something that kind of like made my childhood feel very like lived out. So it's cool.
So let's talk about the challenge quickly. Valentina, it looks like there was almost like 2 teams going on. Was that intentional?
I don't know, I kind of just asked, I was like, I thought we were all gonna run the same way. So I just started running left, and then Phelan was right there. And then the other 2 were going right, so I was like, okay. And then I just got the paper, and I just came back, and I saw them 2 was together, so I was like, okay, word, that's what we're doing. So I went with Phelan, and I don't know, that's my girl, so she wrote it out.
Kata, thoughts on that? Is there a reason that you and Zach started to kind of work together?
I didn't like go into the challenge like, oh, I'm gonna work with someone, but kind of like how Valentina said, at the very like when you said go, like kind of like we all started running separate directions, and Zach and I were running in the same direction. And it was one of those challenges that there were so many moving pieces to like completing it that it just seemed like easier, more efficient if you did it with someone. Yeah.
Zach, you ended up winning without even figuring out the entire thing. You just kind of found a range and guessed, which I applaud you for. That's a good strategy. You recognized, you told me after, you recognized so everyone was guessing in that range for 60. So you're like, I'm just going to guess every number in the 60s. And you ended up getting 64. How does it feel having immunity right now and having a secured spot in the final?
Well, at least for the strat, like doing the map over and over again, and just kind of wastes a lot of time, and doing each equation over and over again in that range, might as well just start sounding off numbers. But it feels really, really like safe. This is the safest I've felt, and I'm really excited. Like last vote off, I had immunity, and I was with 4 people who had worked together the entire game, and obviously Ben was sent packing. So it's kind of a similar situation. These 3 have worked together, just like Ben, the entire game, and they have to find a common thread and make a really hard decision.
I mean, having won the last 2 immunity challenges, do you feel like you can make a good case for yourself going into this final vote?
I do, but I think it's a lot more than just wins and competitions, and that's something I've been saying for a long time. And having a well-rounded game, in my opinion, is a very, very good key that might work into the keyhole, that might unlock the door to victory, if that makes sense. So that's just my impression on it. Everyone in the jury will have their own opinion on who played the best game, how was that game conducted. But to me, that's how I've played this game since the start, and that's how I'm going to finish it.
Phelan, obviously at the last vote off, you had your second successful idol play, only one, your full vote being the only one that counts. Do you feel at risk now because of that?
Zach told me he's voting for me, so yes, I appreciate it. I mean, like, I knew after that vote, or after the challenge and not winning, I knew I was the name on the chopping block. I think whenever anyone plays an idol, it's scary. And it's, you just, I mean, like, if I were in that position, you have to think about it two ways. You have to think about what you're going to say to the jury. If you've played on loyalty, if you played on honesty, you have to, like, ride that out, in my opinion. And I would also just respect people that, I don't know, I would want to win against someone I thought also played a good game. So now that we're down at this last vote, I guess my only last thing to say is, if you're gonna get rid of someone for playing a good game at this point, is it really because you just feel like you wouldn't beat them in the end? And if so, like, that's your choice. But yeah, I would want to sit up there with people that play just as strong as me.
Okay, pause for a sec. Are we? Times are right now. 10:20. All right, let's wrap it up. All right. That being said, anyone else? Any final thoughts before you vote?
I guess just to respond to Phelan because she threw my name out there. There's no hate, of course, no hate whatsoever. I just wanted to put myself in the best position for me to win the game. I think that last move you made would have a lot of impact on the jury, and I think everyone here can agree on that. And yeah, I just want to put myself in the best position to win this game.
And I'll come out and say that this is really hard for me, but Phelan, I'm also voting you out tonight. And I made the decision. Katza and I have been friends since freshman year, and we didn't tell anyone. But from the beginning,
I knew that.
when we met each other, we didn't know we were doing this, and we just told each other that we would write it out as long as we could, and here we are. Like, we did not think we would make it this far, so that's my honesty.
Well, I think it's a good passion.
Yeah, yeah.
And I respect the last thing you said, but also I feel like it's a part of the game to get people for threats out, even at this point, especially at this point.
For sure.
I knew that going into this. That's why in the challenge I was saying my numbers before Valentina, not because I wanted to throw her under the bus. I knew I needed it most out of the group. So yeah.
Alright, that being said, let's go vote. Okay, I will tally the votes. Since idols and advantages can only be played, once the votes are read, the votes are final. I'll read the votes. First vote, Kata. Second vote, Phelan. It's 1 vote Kata, 1 vote Phelan, 2 votes left. Third vote, Phelan. It's 2 votes Phelan, 1 vote Kata, 1 vote left. The 15th member voted out of Survivor Syracuse Season 6, and the final member of our jury, Phelan. Phelan, drop your buff. Team has spoken.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Someone
Cross the shot.
Zach, Kata, Valentina, congratulations. All of you are going to the final vote. For each of you will have your chance to make your case to be our 6th Sole Survivor. Congratulations. Start prepping your speeches. See you all then.